Hello, and welcome to the latest video of Biktá Sensei no Jugyo. So as most of you know, we're heading to the end of the year. And the end of the year is a tricky part of the school year because everybody goes at a different pace. So we start running out of lessons and possible ideas of what we could do for the rest of the school year. At least for elementary school, because usually for middle school and high schools, you tend to have tests and stuff that cancel classes. But for elementary, you barely have tests. But come to the end of the year, you kind of run out of lessons and ideas. So for this video, I want to focus on end of the year activities. These are basically stuff to help you kind of get those extra 2, 3, 4 maybe lessons that you kind of had no idea what to do about. In the previous video, I had a good review game that I do with my kids, and that's always something good to do at the end of the school year. It doesn't just have to be the game I presented, it could also be different activities. Like for instance, tomorrow, I know with my 6th graders, I'm actually doing a Jeopardy-like review game. It's something my principal created. So we're gonna have a class together and we're gonna basically do Jeopardy with the kids. And Jeopardy is always easy. Everybody knows the format of Jeopardy. You get different categories and you get different questions for each category. And of course, the easier questions of that category have lesser points, and the harder questions of that category have more points. So it's pretty straightforward. Just separate your class into either lunch groups or basically the individual roles that they're already lined up, and you have them participate in review games. So the good thing about these kind of review games is that all you have to do is come up with the questions you want to ask. And when it comes to reviewing, it's pretty easy. You just go back through the whole school year, go over what you taught them, and just do review questions focusing on the stuff you've taught previously. But to be honest, these review games don't necessarily have to be about what you've previously taught. I know for tomorrow, my Jeopardy game, the principal created questions based on where I'm from, the prefecture we live in, the country of Japan, and the town we live in. Even though it's not English-based questions, we're doing this all in English, so it doesn't have to be necessarily what we taught. It just, have fun with English. So review games are something that are very helpful when you need to fill up time. Another thing I'm doing when I basically ran out of lessons is do English speeches. It's kind of like the review game. So for my speeches, I go throughout the whole school year and I kind of review what I taught them throughout the whole school year, and I set that up in speech format. I know with my 4th graders, I'm currently doing speeches right now. It's pretty easy. I have a speech right here. Hello, my name is Victor. I'm 27 years old. I'm from America. I like Pokemon. I have a cat. I can play soccer. I like Mario. Thank you. So it's pretty straightforward. You just focus on the stuff that you taught your kids previously. And for 4th graders, I'm focusing on how old they are, where they're from, what they like, what they have, and what they can do. The kids remember these things. And then, I just help them come up with the speeches and write and practice the speeches. And the teachers like it because the teachers are watching the kids produce the English as close to a conversation as they can, at least for elementary kids. Another speech I'm doing with my 5th graders, and this is something that most people can relate to, because with 5th grades, we all basically teach Hi Friends. I created a speech based on the Hi Friends textbook. If you guys want a copy, just let me know and I can hit you up with a copy. And with this speech specifically, I kind of set it up so the kids can interact with the classroom. They're not just saying the speech, they're actually asking the classroom questions. So it's more interactive, and it's really good because the kids get to interact, and they barely get to interact and have communications. It's not free communication. It's as close to free conversation as I could give to elementary kids. So this speech I think is really good because it helps the kids interact with each other. So the speech will kind of go like this. Hello, or they can insert whatever introduction they learned in the first lesson, like Jambo, Zdravstvuice, Annyeonghaseyo, Ni hao, Boa tarde, Buongiorno. Any of the introductions they learned in the first lesson, they could say that instead of hello. I just make them not say konnichiwa. So once again, the speech will sound like, Jambo, my name is Victor. How are you? And this is where the classroom will respond. I'm fine, thank you, and you. And then it goes back to the speech person. I'm happy. Or any of the other expressions they learned, like I'm hungry, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. They could insert that there. And then you go, I'm 27 years old. What's this? And I gave the kids a piece of paper so they could draw the stuff they like. Like for instance, I drew a picture of Squirtle and I go to the classroom, what's this? And then the classroom interacts again, saying it's Zenigame, because that's the Japanese name. And then the speech person will once again go, yes, this is Squirtle. I like Squirtle. Do you like Squirtle? And it's once again giving the classroom a chance to interact. And they'll say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Based on the reaction that most of the kids say, if all the kids mostly say, yes, I do, then the kids could say, good. If most of the kids say, no, I don't, the speech giver could say, that's too bad. You move on with something else that the kids learn. I want. So this is basically, they can insert whatever they want. They could say, I want Kinako Agepan. I want a Nintendo Wii U. I want a 3DS. So basically, they can insert anything they want. The next thing is talking about the subjects and the days of the week, which is one of the last lessons in the Hi Friends textbook. So they say, I study PE on Monday. And basically, they write down whatever subject they like and the day that they actually do it. After they say that, they say, I like PE very much. Thank you. So it's basically a speech covering all the stuff I covered in Hi Friends. And if you guys would like any of the copies of the speeches I made, please hit me up in a private note, a comment, or whatever, and I'll try to give you a copy of my speeches. Any speech is really good because it's giving the kids an opportunity to not just use English, but use English in the way they want to use it. Yeah, I'm giving them a basic format, but I'm letting them input any answer they want. So it's more individualized and it's more personalized. So the kids are not only taking the English they learn, but they're applying it and they're seeing a way that it can be applied. So speeches, I think, are a very good tool. Besides speeches, like for my 6th graders, Hi Friends 2, I also made them do skits based on the Momotaro story. Hopefully that's a video I will shoot in the future, and I'll give you an idea of how I broke down Momotaro. Those are some examples of things you could do for the end of the year. You could basically do review games based on what they learned throughout the year. You can do skits based on what they learned throughout the whole school year, or you could do speeches based on what they learned throughout the year. So yeah, that's it for this video. Please hit that subscribe button. And like always, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in a future video. Goodbye, see you, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching.